Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Tanner's Top Reads. Today we have some reviews for you, just some of the stuff I've been reading here recently. A lot of this stuff has come out of the previews videos I've done. So let's get started off with NonStop Spider-Man #1. This was really fast-paced. I enjoyed it quite a bit. There was more reading than I thought there would be for as action-packed as they made it sound out, but still the story moved real fast. A lot of the reading was like Pete's inner dialogue as he was doing all these things. Like I said, it was really good. There was a second story at the back of the book that involved Baron Zemo, and kind of he's doing something at Hydra. I don't know if it's going to be directly related to what is happening in NonStop Spider-Man. We'll find out in issue 2, I suppose. But it was a good read. I enjoyed it. So check it out. Up next, still sticking with our Marvel stuff, I have Avengers Mech Strike, and I brought issues 1 and 2. I'm enjoying the story a whole lot. I love the giant robots, so there you go. I thought the first issue was the first issue is kind of a lot of setup. You don't really get to see the mech team until the very end. But I guess spoilers ahead. Issue 2 was a lot better. We do see the robots fighting the giant monsters, which is really cool. And then towards the end, we kind of get to see who's behind the monsters, and it leads me into a lot of MCU theories because a lot of people think that this particular villain might be the next big kind of Thanos level threat for the Avengers movies. So, and we also know that Marvel Studios and Marvel Comics, a lot of times they work really well together as far as whatever is a big deal in the movies is a big deal in the comics about the same time. So we'll see. Maybe it is going to be the next big movie villain. If that's the case, be sure to pick up both Avengers Mech Strike 1 and 2. I think it's a 5-part series, so it's not super long, but it's definitely worth reading. Next up from Boom Studios, we have Berserker #1. I know this was super highly anticipated. Keanu Reeves and Matt Kent. So the gist of it is this guy can't die. He's been around since the prehistoric times. He can't die. Now he's working for the U.S. government. And the deal is he will basically be a super soldier assassin for them so long as they have scientists working out a way that he can die. So it was super action-packed, lots of blood and guts and gore, and it read real fast. So be sure to check out Berserker #1. They announced earlier this week it's already been signed on with, I believe, Netflix for an anime and a live-action film. So be sure to grab it while you still can at a reasonable price. So this next book is probably my all-time favorite book for what has come out thus far in the month of March. And it's from Dark Horse. It's Orphan and the Five Beasts. This book was amazing. It very much sticks to like the Kung Fu Fable kind of narrative. The art is awesome. It's all done by James Stocco. He wrote it. He did the art, and it's awesome. The story looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. The art is beautiful, and it moves without it. Like it's not slow. It's not. I wouldn't say it's as fast as like Berserker, but it keeps going. The fight scenes are awesome. Like I said, the art's awesome. The structure of the story, the whole Kung Fu kind of orphan deal, it's awesome. It's a great read. I very highly recommend this. This is Orphan and the Five Beasts by Dark Horse. This next one is an Image book. I've been doing a lot of independent books here recently, but I mean, Image has been putting out a lot of good stuff. I mean, it's probably my favorite publisher at the moment. This one I didn't really know about it until I just picked it up off the shelves with issue #1. This is Deep Beyond #2. It's been really good. There's like I said, I didn't really know about it and just saw it on the shelves, picked it up. It's about this world where these monsters from the deep have been unleashed. We don't really know much about the monsters other than that they're there, and there are research teams using submarines to go try and figure out what's going on. And one of these research vessels has gone missing. So there's this team of, um, they're kind of rebels because they don't fall in line with what is out there to keep you safe in these sanctuary cities. So they've hijacked a submarine and they're trying to find this missing one. So it was a really good read. Um, be sure to check it out. That's Deep Beyond. This was issue number 2. And lastly, this is another book that I was just super stoked for ever since I saw it in the previews. It's Ultra Mega number 1. This is another Image book, and this is another one. James Herron is writing and doing the art. It was awesome. Everything I could have hoped. It's their kind of gimmick is it's a book about fighting kaiju, so everything's big. Even the books are bigger. It's a really thick book. I don't remember how many pages off the top of my head, but it's an oversized issue, and I think every issue in the series is going to be oversized. I think it's a 5-part series, but it's awesome. Basically, the kaiju are caused by this virus that just makes people all of a sudden turn into giant monsters, and the Ultra Mega are there to stop them. There are a handful of these Ultra Mega, and it's kind of cool because they don't really have control over their powers either. If a person infected with the virus gets so close with one of the Ultra Megas, they both just kind of transform, which is really cool. The art was cool. There's lots of fighting, lots of gore. I mean, it was cool. I would recommend this 100%. Favorite 2 out of this batch were definitely Orphan and the 5 Beasts and Ultra Mega. So there's my thoughts. Next week we'll be coming at you with some more reviews, and be sure, put in the comments, what are you reading? What are you liking? We'll see you next time. Be sure to subscribe and be sure to hit that notification bell. Thanks, guys.